Buckle up, bitch! It's my top 10 Nightmare on Elm Street kills.
Never sleep again.
Starting with probably my most controversial pick, and probably the reason why people would switch off this video. It's a very divisive kill from A Nightmare on Elm Street 5 Dream Trail, which isn't a great film in general, but there are some decent kills, and I really like this one for certain reasons. But I'm not going to pretend it's great, and I promise there's nothing else that goofy on this list. But, as you'll learn, Freddy has a penchant for killing people in ironic ways. So, Mark is a comic book fan. I mean, say no more, he deserves to die, we hate those people. But Mark gets sucked into a comic that's all black and white, he's the only thing in colour, which is already a pretty interesting visual, and I wish I could say it got better from there. But it gets worse first. For example, some studio exec obviously was like, kids love skateboarding, put Freddy on a skateboard. Because that's the only way I can rationalise that. And then, Mark becomes his comic book alter ego, some sort of weird knockoff of the Punisher. And Freddy becomes...
It's Super Freddy!
Super Freddy. Why is this on my list again? Why it's on my list is because I like when Freddy becomes shreddy and just tears the 2D paper Mark to bits and all that imagined violence.
Told ya! Comic books was bad for ya!
And come on, we've seen so much blood and violence in this series already. That something a bit different like that looks brutal, that isn't in an interesting visual way, is something I like, especially when you watch the colours drain out of it. It's just kind of good to look at. I just love the style of this kill. Not necessarily the most brutal or terrifying kill, but certainly a visual and interesting one that, if nothing else, will make you say, huh, that girl is really lucky she grabbed that guy from a-ha's hand in the Take On Me video instead of Freddy Krueger's.